Hello and welcome to yet another presentation about Vintage Floors Texas. Today I'm going to be focusing on a measurement plan for how we can measure the success of the influencer campaign. So, of course, just another introduction. Vintage Floors Texas is a flooring store. The purposes of this campaign is to, of course, increase sales, because what is a business without sales? But also, as part of the campaign, we want to promote small business, not only our own small business, but small businesses around town, and to help improve the local community and local economy. So, for our influencer campaign, just another refresh of what exactly it is. So, we will include special builder pricing for all builders that are part of our campaign, as well as creating custom sample boards for each builder to have in their office. So that way, when their clients come and say that they need floors, they have a quick glance at some of the different options that are available here at Vintage Floors. And also some free design consultation for when the clients come into the showroom. A representative of Vintage Floors will help them not only choose their flooring, but also choose the paint colors, the backsplash accents, the countertops, the lighting options, pretty much anything they can help you with. And all that is included as part of our influencer campaign. So the cost and reward. As for the actual boards themselves, there's a lot of variables that go into the price of the board. Some companies will let us have as many free samples as we want. And if that's the case, we can just order some free samples. Some of the companies will charge us for samples, whether it's the sample itself or whether it's shipping. That is hard to determine up front until we start working with the builders to determine what samples need to be put on the boards, which samples would be most beneficial, and then that cost could be calculated. As for putting the boards together, I'm estimating about $200 for supplies. That includes the boards themselves to put things on, the glue or the nails or whatever it is that need to be attached to the boards in order to give them to the builders. And I'm also estimating about a week per board. So that would be a month total working with 4 different influencers. So it would take about a week to talk to the influencer and get their opinions on what things need to be done. And then coming back and going through the showroom to pick out those exact choices, to get in contact with the companies that produce the products and get information about samples, and finally to get the samples in and put the board together. And the reward is, of course, better relationship with the builders, which would equal more consistent sales. If we can get a builder as an influencer and get them to work with us, that is someone we know will be a consistent sale. They'll consistently come back to us for their clients' needs or even for their own needs if they need anything. And so that overall will increase our total sales. So the campaign goals specific were to sell 25% more carpet, vinyl, wood, and tile flooring. And this is within the next year. So within the year, we want to sell 25% more of each flooring. If we reach that mark, then we will add another percentage up. And we, of course, want to promote small business and the local economy, like I mentioned before. And we'll be doing that by working with builders who are small businesses and are local. So how will we measure? The important question. Well, sales are going to be easy. You can look at the numbers. We use QuickBooks, so you can just pull up QuickBooks and look at the numbers and compare the numbers. As for figuring out which builders have sent people, we will do that via paperwork. So Jennifer, the office assistant, is very good at keeping up with the paperwork. And as a client comes in, before she even discusses anything with them, she gets their name and she gets what builder they're working with. And so we will have that on the paper, which builders sent which clients into the showroom. And of course, the client choices will show them wanting to support local, the fact that they're able to choose everything in the showroom, because obviously in our showroom we're going to have local things. That's kind of our whole goal. And so by clients being able to choose products from our showroom in one area instead of having to drive to a bunch of other areas, will show the numbers there as well. So just some more company goals. We want to provide more options. We're able to do that by talking to the builders, talking to our influencers, figuring out what options work and what options don't, so we can kind of go through our stock. We want to work with more builders. By working with these influencers, we could potentially find new builders and new influencers to come work with us. We want to improve the local community and have a good reputation in the community. And we want to sell more flowers. That's a number one priority. And of course, to encourage people to shop locally. And as you can see from previous slides, all of this will be covered with this influencer campaign. And here are my references. Thank you for listening and have a great rest of your day.